are you going?
Hey everyone, it's Sky and welcome to part 1 of our November color along. So we are going to be working in Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy, and I put options up from this book like 2 months ago, and Aussie Girl Chloe was the winner. And then I can't remember what happened. I think I ended up not doing a color along that month, and then we had other stuff going on. So this is going to be the color along for this month. I also apologize for this video being up late. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get it up yet because I have to finish all of the recording first. And Inktober and my work schedule throughout October kind of threw me off and I didn't have any time to record. So I'm going to get on that and hopefully get this up for you as soon as possible. So with that being said, let's dive on in. So I am using my new phone to record and the zoom is really touchy. So, oh, maybe not so bad here. Live streams, it's really touchy. So I want to try and get all of the image in this way, and then we just only have to move it up and down because we're going to work on the background first because I don't really know what to do with anything else, and honestly, this page is my favorite part of this page is probably the background. So I'm a little bit nervous, but that's where we're going to start. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in with the dioxazine purple hue. I'm going to need my pencil extender. I'm completely unorganized. I wanted to start recording this morning. It's now currently like 3 in the afternoon. I've just been really busy lately. I don't even know where my extender is. It is attached to my dark umber. Okay. So I'm going to start up in this top right corner. I'm kind of using a medium light pressure. I'm just going to start laying this color down. I'm not going to worry about burnishing it at all. I'm just going to kind of throw down the colors, and I'm going to be like really haphazard with this. I'm just pretty much going to put colors everywhere, no rhyme or reason for it. I'm going to make it darker in some places, lighter in others. And as you can probably tell, I'm being super messy with this. Let's maybe grab the Indian Throne blue and mix some of that in there, see what that does. I'm just going to play around with the colors here. I'm going to sharpen that first. I really like how those two colors kind of interact with each other, so I'm just going to throw this in up at the top here. think I'm actually going to add another color into this if I can find it. Just bear with me here. There it is. I'm going to throw this one in here because I really like how the hot pink mixes with the dioxazine purple hue and the Indanthrone blue. It mixes with those colors really well, so I don't want too much of this on its own, but I'm just going to kind of throw it in here. I'll probably go over it. I just want to mix this in with some of those blues. Let's go back to the dioxazine. I think I'm just going to pretty much keep building up these layers. Just kind of playing around and mixing colors into them. I do apologize if it's kind of hard to follow because I don't really have a plan here. I'm just kind of going with what I see on my page, which I know a lot of you struggle with. But we're trying to actually go for like imperfect colors here. I do kind of want to make under the clouds a little bit darker, so I'll probably, for the most part, use the dioxazine purple hue under those. Fade that out a little bit. Let's go back in with the Indanthrone. And I'm probably going to cheat and use a blender pencil because I'm just not going to have the patience to blend all of this. Well, actually, we'll see. We do have 5 parts for this because we've got 5 Fridays, and I'm still going to do 5 parts even though I've already missed the first Friday. Really lightly mix into that pink to turn it into more of like a purple. Let's see, let's bring some lavender into this. I'm going to attempt something here. I'm going to bring in the blush pink, and I'm just going to pick a bit of a lighter area and just start trying to burnish with this. Just slightly into a darker area. I just want to see how that looks because I don't want to lighten the area up too much. But I also want to see how this reacts with the colors. It's kind of muddying them up a little bit. I'm not sure if I like that. No, I don't really like that. So let's just use a blender pencil then. I'm going to switch to my blender pencil and make sure it's clean. And then just little small circles. My arm is already tired. It's been so long since I colored. So I do like that. So I think what I want to do is play around with these three clouds here. So I'm going to come in with the hot pink and I'm going to put a layer of that down on them. So I was looking through the Hannah Lynn albums, or the Aussie Girl Chloe albums in the Hannah Lynn group, and I was looking at everybody's pages and they're all so pretty, but I just couldn't find one where I liked the background. I think it's because a lot of people did the background and the clouds different colors, which looked good, but to me, just, I don't know, I just didn't want to do that. So I'm going to kind of risk it and try and make them blend in a little bit, but slightly be different. And I'm hoping maybe that's more what I'm looking for. But I guess we'll find out. Let's go in with the dioxazine purple hue. I'm just going to bring this in, see, actually at the top here. So I'm going to pop some of that in at the top. And then I'm also going to grab the violet blue. And let's put that over top and bring that down a little bit as well. And then I'm going to go over again with the hot pink. And these clouds are small enough that I'll blend those out with the pencils, and that'll make them a little bit more vibrant than the background too, which will kind of help them pop out. And then I know I always try and keep my materials limited for color along so everybody can join, but I am going to use my Gansai Tambi watercolors, the metallic ones. And I think I'm going to just put a gold lining on all of these clouds, which you could also do with a gold gel pen. So and I like that. Let's add a little bit more pink into the background, just lightly, since I've already blended that. Okay, I like where this is going. So I think I want to kind of transition. I want to make them different parts. Like I don't want the whole top to be like this. I think I want this side to lean more into like the pink colors with maybe some blue clouds. So let's actually start with, we'll start with the same color. So I don't want it to be too different. So let's start with the dioxazine purple hue. Just kind of see what we can do with this. We're just going to play around. So let's just start by doing the same thing. I'm going to bring this in at the top. And I'm just going to lightly base this area, bring it into here, because we do have to kind of blend them together. This will be a little bit challenging for you guys, I think, but I know you guys can do it. So I know I explain things better when I'm certain about what I'm doing, but when I'm kind of winging it like this, like I always wing it, but I'm like when I'm really winging it, I don't even know what I'm doing at this moment. So I know a lot of you said that makes it a little bit harder, and I do apologize for that. But on the other side, some of my best work is when I wing it, and I want you guys to really love this, especially since you're coloring along with me. So we're going to kind of darken it up and around here, and we'll start fading it out right about here, I think. Maybe make it a little bit darker at the top, fade it down a little bit. Keep adding color into here. I'm going to darken this area up a little bit as well. I do want to bring a little bit of the blue into this. I don't want just purple sky here, because otherwise it's going to look too different. So let's bring in the end and thrown blue. Try and keep the end and thrown blue away from there for now, I think. Might add it, but I'm not sure. So let's maybe just add it coming down from here, and just a little bit here as well. Kind of coming out from around this cloud, I think. A little bit under this cloud. How far down did we go? So we'll go down to about here, and then we can kind of change it up a little bit if we want from there. Let's put a little bit under this cloud. Fade it out. And I'll just do a really, really light layer on that one. Okay, let's bring in the Dahlia Purple. Which I have to sharpen that one as well. So I'm going to start adding that in at the top around here. bring this color into here. This will help mix the two kind of sides, even though they're going to be similar but different at the same time. I don't want them to be too different, too fast. Okay, let's go in with the process red now. I'm going to blend this into here as well. And I think just to give a toss up to the other side, I want to put in some hot pink kind of at the bottom here. And we'll add some blue into that to kind of make it match the other side a little bit. So start off with the hot pink, coloring over this and blending it into pretty much this whole other surrounding area here. And then let's mix it a little bit with the Indanthrone blue. So I'll grab that and I'm just going to very lightly kind of go over this. Let's make it just a little bit darker right there. And let's go back in with the hot pink just one more time around here because I don't think that there's quite enough pigment to blend here yet. I'll make sure that I've got enough color there to kind of swirl around. So I like that. So let's go ahead and blend it. Start from here. I don't really like how this area turned out. I'm going to see if I can bring in the, let's bring in the violet blue. Maybe see if we can just pop a little bit of that in here. Blend that out really lightly because this is already pretty much burnished, and at this point I think I'm just wrecking the paper, so I'm going to leave it. My blending skills are definitely not where they usually are, because usually I'm better at that little, I try to blend with those small circular motions, and I'm finding that my circles are a little bit too wide, just because my wrist is not used to this. I am loving those colors though, they're super bright. Okay, so just gonna start with these two clouds here. This one I'm gonna half base with the pink. And this one I'm gonna just fully base with the pink, I think. Might as well do this one here as well while we're at it. Okay, I'm gonna grab the violet blue. Kind of come in from the top here. Just gonna put a touch of this one here. And let's grab our light aqua, I think. So we're gonna base that cloud with the light aqua. Actually, let's stick with the violet blue for this one. So let's bring that down a little bit. And I do want to add a little bit of purple into this one, so let's go with the dahlia purple, I think. Just a little bit at the top here. Add some purple on these ones. And then I also want to add a little bit of the dioxazine purple hue. Just more at the very tops, because I want the tops to be darker. Because I'm kind of thinking that the sun is behind her here, so it's actually going to be like lighting up all the bottoms of the clouds, so the top ones will be a little bit darker. The bottom would be a little bit lighter. I'm going to go over again with the hot pink. We can burnish that. Just going to lighten up my pressure. I'm going to burnish a little bit under the blue and then just kind of fade into it there. I don't know if there's a recording limit on this phone or not. I'm hoping it'll make a sound if it does turn off. Now we're getting close to my old phone's recording limit. So now I'm going to grab the non-photo blue. I think I'm going to use that to burnish this one. I should say burnish the rest of this one. Maybe let's add a little bit of blue to this one as well, just so it's not so lonely. And let's add some hot pink to this side as well. If we can, see if it will let me. This one pretty burnished cloud. Well, it went past my my usual stopping time for my old phone, so I just stopped and started another one just because I'll forget to look and it'll stop and then I'll be mad. I'm not really sure about these blue clouds, to be honest, over here. I think I'm gonna go very few blue clouds just because I don't want it to look too different. So let's do this one blue. And we'll do just this part of this one blue, the other ones will be pink. So I'm just going to base those two with the light aqua. And I'm going to pick up the hot pink and base the other ones. And the other half of this one. But other than that, we'll just follow the same steps, I think. Probably keep it similar to the same colors. Let's maybe put some violet blue in there too. I'll sharpen that one. Liking that. I do want to put a little bit of purple in this one though. I can find it. There it is. So we can switch to the Process Red. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hot Pink, that's the one we want. Small little circles, firm pressure, blending everything together. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to throw in a little bit more light aqua. Just kind of deepen that color out a little bit, and I think, fingers crossed this turns out okay, I think I'm going to blend these out with the lavender, see what that looks like. Not bad. I like these ones a lot better than this one. I wonder if I can maybe fix that. I know it's like already insanely burnished, so I shouldn't even be trying, but let's see if I can throw some hot pink on the bottom of this one. There we go. And I'm going to leave it like that, even though it's really not blended in because I can't blend anymore, but I like it better a little bit, so I'm going to leave it. Okay. So I want to gradually get lighter as we get to the bottom. So I'm going to grab the Indian Throne Blue though, and I'm going to pop this in fairly dark underneath this cloud. Start fading that down. Maybe lightly come in under this one. Let's throw in a little bit of the Dahlia Purple. Since this is kind of like the more pink side, I definitely want that to kind of show through a little bit. Throw a little bit of that, those pink colors in there. That's not Dahlia Purple. I guess we're using Process Red. Because that is the color I picked up apparently. That works too though, I suppose. Maybe let's grab a little bit of the Dahlia purple for this side, maybe. Okay. Let's focus on this side, see if we can get this done though. So I do kind of want to fade it down to blues. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly base some of this just so I don't forget what I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna grab the light aqua. I'm gonna color all of this in. I've got a non-photo blue as well. I'm gonna bring that down into that. We'll let those two fade into each other, I think. Okay. Liking that. I want to throw in some non-photo blue in here as well, though. Don't want it to be like a completely sudden drastic change. Probably throw a little bit on this cloud too here. Kind of at the bottom right side, I think. Okay, so I do want the hot pink. I want to kind of drop this into our dark color up here and bring it down into the blue. I do want little touches of pink in the blue, but I also don't want to overdo it. I do think I'm gonna have to bring like a lighter blue in for this as well. So maybe just keep adding a little bit of pink up here. I kind of want a darker pink though. Let's go with the Process Red again. let's go in with the blush pink. I'm not going to blend into the blues with this, but I am going to kind of start in on the pinks a little bit, not fully burnishing them, but just getting a little bit of that color in there. And then I'm going to mix this color in with some of the blues because that's going to be a good transition coming out of the pinks. And then I do want to bring in another color. Let's see here. There's a few that I'm thinking about. I'll just go with the first one that pops up. Powder blue. We'll go with that one. I was thinking powder blue, sky blue light. There's one more in there that would work too. Pretty much any of the lighter blues. What's the other one I'm thinking of though? That's sky blue light. Don't want that one. Cloud blue, that's the other one. So they're all very similar, just slightly different. So I'm just gonna pop this in around as well. Kind of everywhere. So this is just going to give me a little bit of extra pigment to blend around with, as well as kind of start blending those colors a little bit too, and it really lightens them up as well. This is such a beautiful color. I love this pencil. So we're going to go back in with the blender pencil. Mine is almost retired here. It's getting to where it's really hard to sharpen. It's not small enough to retire yet. Really work on my small circles here because I don't want to muddy up these colors. So I want to blend them nice. This isn't turning out exactly how I pictured in my head, but I'm still really happy with it. Oh, just make sure my little guy is at a friend's house. So every time my phone beeps, I'm just worried that he might want to come home or something. He was a little bit nervous. It's the first time he's ever gone over to his friend's house. I've been trying to plan a day, but my friend works quite a bit, so she messaged me today saying that she was just at home cleaning and her little guy wanted somebody to play with. And I've got a birthday party to take Carvin to soon, so I gotta go pick him up and feed him so he's in a good mood and not grumpy or hangry, angry. He's super excited. So that's why my house is so quiet. Okay. Now let's see what we're gonna do with these clouds. I do want the top ones a little bit darker still. So let's go in with the hot pink on the rest of this cloud. I'll base that out. And then I do want to grab the In and Thrown blue. I think I might want to make this one a little bit darker even though. So let's grab the dioxazine purple hue as well for this one. And pop that in right at the very top and blend it out a little bit. I want the violet blue. Then I want to go back over with the hot pink. A little bit with the lavender on this side. Start burnishing. Burnish this side first. Switch back to the hot pink. Start burnishing and then blending this side. Now I know we're reaching, or maybe even already at that hour mark. I'm trying to debate whether I would like to finish the background, but then I'm thinking we still have 4 parts that we can do. The background is the main part of this picture, but there is quite a bit of detail as well, so I don't know. So over this one with the hot pink, and then the bottom of this one. Maybe bring that up a little bit. And then I want to throw a little tiny bit of the hot pink on that one. But other than that, I want the light aqua. Little hints of the Indian Throne blue here and there, so I definitely want to make this one a little bit brighter in color. So I'm going to go with the Indian Throne blue. This one as well. Let's go with the Indian Throne blue on this. Kind of fade it out. Very lightly on this one. I want these bottom clouds to be a little bit lighter, and very, very lightly on that one. So let's see, let's go in with the violet blue. Go a little bit dark up top and lighter as we come down. A little lighter on this one. Maybe a little darker at the top. Add a little bit of hot pink into this one, why not? Maybe just on this bottom corner here like on the other one. And then, let's see. Let's grab the non-photo blue, bring some of that in. And I want to bring in the process red on this one because I want this one to be really vibrant, kind of to match with the ones up there. So then I'm going to switch to the hot pink. I'm going to go pretty firm on this one, burnish this and blend it completely. I'm going to go kind of a firm pressure here and just add a little bit more color to that. I'm not burnishing it though. I'm gonna grab the light aqua again, same thing, add a little bit of pressure and just make sure that that has a good layer of color in there. Just lightly on that bottom one. And then I'm gonna take the powder blue, and that's what I'm going to use to burnish these ones. There we go. So now that I've got those in, I'm actually kind of thinking, let's maybe throw a little bit of red. Okay, just into the tops of some of these. Again, kind of tricky to do because it's already burnished, but if we do it just lightly, it's noticeable. Still adds a little bit though. There we go. I am really liking that. Hopefully you guys are too. I don't think my camera is doing it justice though. It is so bright. Hold on here. Bear with me. Now, I don't know if that helped any, but so let's move on over to this side. So we are almost done. Okay, so this will probably be our longest part, but go big or go home, right? I don't want to leave it like this because that's going to make for a terrible thumbnail. We got to finish the sky. Okay, so let's grab the In and Throne blue. I'm going to pop that in here. We're going to lighten this up as we get down here. Just grab the Dahlia purple again. Back to the In and Throne blue. Not really sure what I'm doing at this point. I'm kind of just winging it. Who am I kidding? I've been doing that the whole time. Okay, I do want this side to be like a little bit lighter. I'm not sure why, I just feel like it should be. So I'm gonna go in with the pink. If I can find it, the hot pink. There it is. So lightly, actually kind of firmly, throw this in here. And then I'm gonna lighten up on my pressure as I go down. Getting really light here. Switch to our light aqua, which I want to also keep really light. Like I said, I want this whole side to be lighter. I'm not sure why, I just feel like it should be. Some hot pink in here like we did on the other side. Blush pink for sure. do want to throw some Dahlia Purple in here. Kind of down in this area, I think. Maybe a little bit here as well. Let's go in a little bit more with the hot pink. I'll lightly bring it up into here. There's this one area here that's really light. I want to kind of keep that light, I think. I want to add the blush pink into there. So I'm going to go pretty firm there. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because I'm doing this so different than I did over there. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm just going with my gut feeling here, and it's either going to burn me or it's going to look awesome. Let's hope for awesome though. Although you guys will already see this, the thumbnail, so you'll know already. You'll either be at the edge of your seat saying, girl, don't do that, or keep going, you're doing good. I guess we shall see. Okay, more purple here. And there. Let's make our blue here. Oh, that's not the right blue. Let's put the blue here a little bit darker. So then we're coming down into that super light blue, which I'm going to go over with the powder blue. Again, just add a little bit more pigment because I don't want to add too much of the light aqua for pigment. I need to have enough to blend around, but I don't want to darken it up too much more, so unfortunately this changes the tint of it slightly, but it's better than having it too dark, I think. Okay, I think I like that. So let's go for it. Let's maybe start from the bottom and go up. Why not? Get this tricky area done because you don't really want to smudge into the black lines. Not with the light colors anyways, because it muddies it up quite a bit. That wasn't even colored. That's going to be fun to color now though, because I just burnished it. You guys can't even see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. Bad Sky. See if I can sharpen this some more. A little bit. Wow, that's the wrong end. There we go. Whew, okay. See, now I want to do something a little bit different. I want to take the blush pink. And I want to have this and like a mix of the blue for a few of these bottom ones. And then definitely need some blue ones in there. So do light aqua for a couple of these, maybe even this top one here, why not? Throw some blue up there. A little bit of blue on this one too. Okay, hot pink as well. Throw a little bit of the hot pink up on this one. Okay, definitely want some in and thrown blue in here, especially on these top ones. Make sure you guys can see. Very lightly on these ones. Maybe not that bottom one. Let's just do these top two. Let's do some violet blue on the top ones, I think. And I also want to do some processed red on the top ones as well, including the blue one. Oops. Got some on her arm there. Okay, just going a little bit more with the light aqua. I don't want to build up that color too much, but I do want to get a little bit more pigment on there. Do the same thing with the hot pink. It's not hot pink, wrong color. That's the one I want. Throw a little bit more of the hot pink up on these ones. Let's see now, what do we want? Okay, I do want more blush pink. I'm going to try and fade that down, save a little bit of a line there. And a bigger space on the bottom of this one. And then just touch on the tops here. Because I am going to go in with the powder blue for those ones. For the bottoms there. And just to match up with the other side though, because I'm just noticing that those are kind of all different. I'm gonna give some darker like aqua on this top one here. With a little bit more of the violet blue. So it kind of matches with these ones more because they're mostly like dark blue, little bits of pink. And then this side it's more like the pinks. So I just want to make sure there is a little bit of everything there. So let's see these top ones, or some of them anyways. I'm going to grab the lavender. I go over this one. And same with this one, or part of it anyways. I'm going to blend that out. And we're going to burnish this one as well. And a little bit top part of that one. Okay, let's grab the hot pink. I'm going to blend and burnish these ones. I'm gonna blend and burnish the top of this one. Kind of fade it down though. And maybe just the very, very top of this one. So then for this one, I want to blend the rest of that with the blush pink. Or maybe not quite the rest of it, the middle part of it, kind of fading it down to this bottom part here. And I want to blend this one out with the blush pink too. And maybe a little bit of this one as well. Just kind of blending it down, fading it out. So then the very bottom part of this, just going to finish blending with the powder blue. Same with the bottom part of this one. And then all of these two will get blended with that one. Okay, so now that I'm seeing that as well, let's see if I can come back to over here and put a little bit more of this blush pink color just on the very bottoms of a couple of these. Won't be by itself. Actually, I'm gonna erase this little bit right here. Sorry guys. And I'm gonna color that back in with the blush pink. There we go. Look, as soon as I zoom out, all those speckles go away. For the most part. They're still there. See? But distance is our friend. I think I like her so far. It'll be interesting to see the other colors we put in there though. It'll really make or break the picture, but for now, the background, it looks pretty awesome. And in the final part, like I said, I'm gonna go over with gold metallic Gansai Tambi. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna do the tops of the clouds or just outline all of the cloud, kind of play around and see. But until then, I will see you guys hopefully in part 2. Hope you're enjoying. As always, take care. Bye.
Where are you going?